Parker, the writer, director, and star of this film, rated R in part because of violence, was formally accused of a violent act himself in 1999. Rape. Sexually assaulting a young woman that he knew while a student at Penn State University. Parker was arrested and charged with multiple offenses. His roommate at the time, Jean Celestine, now co-author with Parker on Birth of a Nation, was also charged with sexually assaulting the young woman at the same time. According to legal documents, Parker harassed the accuser during the time before trial. Parker was found not guilty on all charges.
Hello, classmates. This is my Nate Parker controversy blog. The picture that I put up regarding the situation is it's a dark road. It's a cloudy day. You know, there's trees, and I picked it because I think that dealing with the whole situation for Nate Parker, I think it's been a long road. I think this cloud has been hanging over him for a long time, and I think it's gonna continue to hang over him, you know, for a long time. And the audio clip that I have for this video, I didn't pick it because I agree with it. I picked it because it bothers me. And the first minute or so, they're talking about how great the movie is and how great the acting and directing, how great everything was. And then they switch gears and they start talking about the trial in 2000 and what happened in '99, and it bothers me the way that they talk about it, because like the way they're talking about his accusations was, they didn't say, you know, he was accused of sexual assault, he was accused of stalking, and then proven not guilty. Now that's not, they said it in '99, him and his buddy did this, and then he stalked her, and then he did this and he did that, and then at the last 5 seconds of while talking about it, oh, but he was proven not guilty. And I think that intentionally, you know, gives the wrong message about what happened, and it gives almost the message that instead of being proven not guilty for the crimes he was accused of, it says more he got away with the crimes he committed. And that's not what happened. And I mean, I wasn't there that night. You weren't there that night. And I know statistically, is it likely? You know, it's very possible. But at the end of the day, with everything that happened, you know, he went through a full trial. He was proven not guilty. And I just don't see how people can totally ignore that and totally turn a blind eye to the fact that he was proven not guilty. And they're gonna boycott the movie, and they're not gonna see it, and they're gonna judge him based on something that, you know, he was acquitted of. And I guess that kind of hits home for me personally. I got a friend, you know, in New York. He's a baseball player, just like Parker was an athlete, and you know, he was at college. Very similar situation, you know, and he got word that he was being, you know, accused of this crime, and his situation is different because I guess he was fairly fortunate that the person who accused him of this crime tried to blackmail him. So he's a wealthy kid, you know, and she tried to get a lot of money out of him, and that in turn allowed him to, you know, prove his innocence. And I just can't imagine that in 10 and 20 years that he would go get a job or try to get a job, and you know, they'll be like, nah, you know what, you raped somebody 20 years ago. Because if that wasn't to happen, and the whole trial played out, say it all played out just like Parker's did, and he got proven not guilty, I can't imagine that people are just going to go treat him like a rapist. Because I know everybody knows that he didn't do it, but Nate Parker, you know, it's obviously a different situation, but at the end result, they're both the same. You know, they were proven not guilty, and that's really my thoughts, you know, on this video. I think that the message that the movie sends out is, like, it's a brilliant movie. You know, his directing is world class. He's a great actor, and I'm not gonna take events that may or may not have happened so long ago, and I'm not gonna use that now to judge him because of things that he did or didn't do when he was 19, you know. And I mean, he definitely, you know, he has a lot of feelings, like he made mistakes that night, and I think he did, and I think he 100% regrets it, but I think he regrets, you know, how he acted morally. I think he doesn't like what he did, regardless of how it was consensual, according to Parker. I still think, you know, he wishes that he acted differently, and I think he knows that he got himself into that situation. But you know, I'm trying to think how to word this, because if he committed crimes and he was guilty for the crimes he was accused of, you know what? He should have went to jail. He should have done time. That is not okay. Absolutely not. Like, he should be locked up for 50 years. Throw away the key. But he was proven not guilty, and that's where I'm gonna leave it. You know, I know a lot of people aren't gonna agree with that. That's totally fine, 100%. Uh, that's really all I got.